Hey everybody, the Bong is here ready to give you a brand new Let's Play. Chronicles of a Dark Lord, Episode 1, Tides of Fate for the PC. And yes, this is brought to you by GameAnyone.com. Now, this game was also part of the 9,000 subscriber special, along with Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. Well, of course, Chronicles of a Dark Lord and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door were mired in controversy throughout the tournament, unfortunately. So to make up for it, I decided to do both games, one after the other. Now, this one was actually a game that I've tried out before, but on August 31st, it actually got remastered. In fact, the contacts at Kisareth Studios actually told me about this to let me know that, hey, we would like you to try out this game and maybe even LP it. So I figured, hey, why not? They offered it. Flagship project. Only notable one, at least. Millennia ago. The continents of what would later be known as the Myriad Territories and the Rim Kingdom landmass were united to a single landmass called Shenandoah. I could be pronouncing it wrong, but, you know, that's pretty much how it goes with me when it comes to fictional names. The civilization of Shenandoah thrived beyond measure until the day when a dark sorcerer took it upon himself to unleash the dark gods into flesh-bound beings. He succeeded. That success marked the beginning of the end for the Shenandoahian way of life. Once the dark deities were unleashed as flesh-bound beings, they declared war against the entire world of Korra. With the unified army consisting of those both of darkness and light dealing the decisive blow to the dark deities, victory would finally be attained. This war came to be known as the Great Calamity, and due to the catastrophic nature of the spells and abilities wielded by both sides, the land of Shenandoah would be torn asunder. That doesn't seem very great at all. Millennia would pass, and the war soon faded out into memory. Until the day would come when under the fated Black Eclipse, a boy was born. He who would be fated to become known as the greatest Dark Lord of all time. That's a pretty big deal. This boy's name is Magus Lee, and these are the Chronicles of a Dark Lord. My son, the war with the pathetic people of VERANA will shortly come to an end. I intend to take our forces and crush the remaining Veranian resistance. A glorious end to a long war, and a true victory for our family, my father. What would you have me do now? Magus! Hold your tongue! Your father is speaking! No, he wasn't. There was a pause. Magus, you will remain here with your mother and guard the manor. You are still too young and inexperienced to take command over the army. To be honest with you, Magus, I think you may never be ready. Gee, thanks for the self-esteem boost. Father, please! If you allow me just this one chance to prove myself against the Veranian military, then I will show you that I am more than capable— No! Did you not hear me before? I understand your desire, but you are not ready for the task ahead. Shara, tell him! Or Shara. Magus! You will listen to your father and obey his orders. You will remain here, Magus. My word is final. Shara, my love, I will see you upon my return. Okay, so yeah, that's quite loving of him. Alright, so why don't I just go into the system and go to Auto Dash without holding the run button. I think that would be much better. I mean, most of the controls are just Z and X and D-pad for moving, or the arrow keys, but I use a controller, so of course you would expect me to do that. Man, look at all these stats right here you start with! Level 25! Damn, that's quite a lot of nice equipment as well. Now I can move much faster. Magus! You will follow your father's orders this time! Father's orders be damned! How dare you defy your father like this! Magus, you will obey him! This conversation is over. I will do as I wish. You ungrateful little wretch! Very well. You want to defy your father? Then go to the Veranian fort northeast of here, and reap the consequences of that choice. Your sentiment is noted, and ignored. And of course you won't talk to me again. When VERANA is crushed, I wonder where Lord Exodus will set his sights next. That's assuming he will set his sights anywhere at all. Our time to strike the final blow to VERANA has arrived! Oh, we got a bedroom key. Sometimes it'd be a good idea to look around certain areas. You might find some good items. The volume is entitled The Works of Nijiro. It is with a heavy heart that I write this, for I have seen in a vision the end of our noble kingdom and its people. It begins with the birth of a very special child under the next black eclipse. Our finest minds have calculated that the black eclipse will take place in only a few months, and everything we know will change. I have tried to tell the king and queen, yet it was to no avail. They would not listen to me, so I am tasked with at least recording this fateful event on parchment. The black eclipse, the day when the world is overcome with piercing darkness. Darkness without end. For one whole day, there will be no sun to warn us, to bathe us in its light. To whomever reads this, be thee friend or foe, know this, that this child, when grown, will become a great dark lord of us all. And yet, this very same child will be the one to save us all in a war so terrible, so fearsome, that it will blot out any other war known to us. It has a name, the War of the Abyss. The rest is torn and unreadable. Oh, that's not like I really wanted to read it all anyway. We got an Ultra Elixir. Got a potion. Okay, so a potion, of course, restores 50 HP to one character. The Ultra Elixir completely restores HP and MP of all characters. Of course, you would not use this yet. I mean, why would you? You're only one character. But I thought... what about the teddy bear? What thoughts do you have of that teddy bear? Okay, nothing else in here. I don't want to read the books again. Blah, 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 blah. Can't even read these papers either. I don't think he can interact with them at all. Oh well! Lord Exodus is a great man, and will see us through this war. Lady Shara Renea is of Veranian nobility. This means that when we claim victory over the Veranians, we will install her as the new queen. Ooh, no wonder they're fighting. Damn! If you ask me, I think this whole damn war is unnecessary. The Veranians are beat, and they know it. I guess the question boils down to whether we want to live under Veranian rule, or under the rule of Lord Exodus. I'm for Lord Exodus. The man is a solid leader. Not so much a loving father, though. The war? It's just an excuse for Lord Exodus to smash the Veranian royalty to bits. I don't care, though. The lot of them deserve it. I wish I knew why that is the case. One wonders if Lord Exodus is perhaps too old to carry on this war. Well, he teleported, so he must be doing just fine. Finally, we will make our last strike against VERANA. This war will be over soon, and we will emerge the victors. And yet you're just sitting there talking to your imaginary friend. The volume is entitled The Fallen Goddess Shaddai. All things began in Shenandoah, and that is where many things ended. It was said that several powerful dark gods lived on. One of those was the fallen goddess Shaddai, said to be one of two ancestral deities of the Lee family. That's quite a big deal. The dark god Hazizus. When Shenandoah's culture ended, so too did the rule of many dark deities. A few survived, though, and one of them was the dark god Hazizus, said to be one of two ancestral deities of the Lee family, and their patron god. Interesting, I guess, if you're into that sort of thing. Okay, that'll just take me back. There's the go here. I seem to recall hearing Lord Exodus speak about the Black Eclipse recently. Why even mention it, though? It happened nearly 18 years ago, after all. Oh, so Magus would have to be 18 then. I always found it rather peculiar that Lady Shara never shows her husband affection in any kind of public setting. Such a cold woman. You don't have to tell me twice, she's definitely very cold. Go on ahead, Sir Magus. That's right, you better let me through. 200 Stydian coins. No, Styrian coins. That's the currency in this game. Potion, Phoenix Feather, that's for reviving someone who's unconscious. Crystal Shards are actually pretty good. Think of them as 10s from Final Fantasy. Completely recover when used as Shenandoran crystals. That is, if you use those around a crystal, you can fully replenish yourself and save the game. However, you can actually save pretty much anywhere you want. I'll just say that over here, that was actually a practice file. I didn't go too far, though. Unfortunately, you won't be able to get too far pretty fast. This RPG does require a lot of grinding. I mean, you'll be doing more grinding than a stripper's month, let me tell you that much. But it's not a bad game. In fact, I think it's very good. I mean, I played through Mother 1 and that required a lot of grinding. Stupid Veranian bastards! They'll get what's coming to them! Are you departing, Sir Magus? No, I just wanted to keep people some company. The Lee Estate is one of the most well-defended places there is. No Veranians are getting past me. And yet you're facing the other way. The citizenry are restless. They want this war to be over with. Good reason! I mean, who would want a war, really? Not me. Maybe one day I'll be captain of the guard, or even a general. Well, you better work hard at it, and I'm gonna take a potion. Alright, let's finally leave the manor. Sabra? Magus! Brother, I was starting to worry. No need to. It was utter nonsense anyway, as per the usual. Magus, you should not speak ill about our parents like that. You know better than anyone that... Parents? Ha! You still think of those two as our parents, my dear sister? Let me tell you something about those two. They stopped being our parents a long time ago. Magus, I know that they have mistreated you worse than me lately. But what can we do? We do not have the kind of power that Father and Mother wield. I do not care anymore. Father has belittled me and my abilities for the last time. I am going to Fort VERANA, and I will show Father that I can command his troops even better than he. Oh no! No, Magus, you cannot go! Why not, Sabra? The most that the fool can do is send me back here for a lashing or two. Why are you so concerned? No, you do not understand! It has to do with a very odd dream I had last night. You and Father were in it, confronting one another on a battlefield, and then you became different. Not like you are now. Sabra, it was just a dream. You probably felt so anxious and worried about Father and me lately that you dreamed of that scenario. You know I am right. I suppose. Let me put your fears to rest. This will be the final battle against VERANA, and no doubt that we will emerge victorious. So, regardless of what happens between me and Father, I will come back, and together we will leave. Truly? Magus, I have longed to leave this place. Thank you for finally saying it. Oh, but what about Mother? What about her? She could care less about us, and you know it. We were nothing more than an inconvenience to her at most. So, go and get yourself packed. We leave this place for good when I return. I have all that I need with me. I will wait here for you when you return. Please be careful, brother. Well, at least you're loving. So we finally get to explore this little bit of a town. The Veranians got too close one day, and they destroyed that house and the people in there. Really? This house? Oh, you cannot even go in. Ah, we get a high potion, that's nice. It's always good to look around and stuff. Huh, even got a scarecrow. And there's the cemetery. The gravestone reads, "Here lies Taina El Olet, the one-woman plague of VERANA." Here lies John Cyrus, honored by many for his crafting skills. Ricardo E. Hallis, beloved husband and master of the lyre. Sarissa J. Bull, beloved wife and friend to all, killed during the Veranian War. I mean, most of these guys that are buried here are based on probably, like, staff members of Kisareth Studios. I could be wrong, but I could also be right as well. Look at him, just snacking on a turkey all by himself. What an old pig. So I'm gonna break into his house and play the organ for no reason. What in the hells are you doing in my house? Scut! Get out of here! I don't care who you are! Oh, you will care soon enough. You know, for those moments you're still alive. The man is dead. So yeah, you can actually choose to kill or not kill certain NPCs. Whatever you decide to do will have an impact in the game. I don't think leaving this guy alive would do anything special, so he was gonna die. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you would like to purchase something, please go to the front of the counter. Okay, I'll do that later. First, let me get a free potion. So let's see what she's got for sale. Really, there's no reason to buy anything, actually. So, don't buy anything! Save your money for something else. You have grown to a fine young man, Sir Magus. You will do the Lee family proud. Yep, I just killed a senior citizen who was trying to snack on a turkey by himself. The best of luck to you, Sir Magus. Good luck, Sir Magus. Luck is for losers. Oh, hello, Sir Magus. Good luck to you and your father on the battlefield. Again, luck is for losers, but okay. Then again, this is a turn-based RPG, so luck may not be for losers after all. But I really don't want to go to the end because I'm already at full health. I might as well look around for hidden items. Shh! I'm hiding away from the rest of the army. I just do not agree with what Lord Exodus is doing. Do you not agree with me, Sir Magus? If I say you have a point, you could actually give me an item or maybe some money. But I mean, he's just AWOL here. I don't accept that. I mean, even the battle music is totally amazing. You can do like standard attacks, you can use your skills, you can defend by not attacking and just increase your defense, or you can use an item. You can also choose to escape from battle or continue on. But really, what's the point of that? And as for Magus' skills, he can restore a small amount of HP or a great amount of HP. Surprisingly, they cost the same amount, which is no MP at all. There's Electric Hell, which can strike all enemies, or Onslaught, which can strike one enemy. So, let's just put you out of your misery. Underestimating me has been your undoing. Worthless. Ugh! And he just disappeared, never even left behind a corpse. At least the old man did that! But it's of no consequence. So, with that in mind, there's actually the weapon store, if you so choose to purchase anything. Get in front of the counter if you want service! No, because I already have, like, very good equipment. And what they're selling here, as you can see, is utter crap. Like, why would I want Mithril stuff if I got Arcana stuff, which is much better? I mean, this is just to give you a feel of what you gotta deal with in the game. What are you doing? Look, I have a job to do. And you're doing a pretty bad one, mind you. Mithril Blade. I don't want that either. So there's one more thing I can do before I leave, and that's go to the well. Every time you go to a well, check it out, because they could have an elixir. Oh, you have to heal your injuries first? That's too bad. So obviously, I'm going to plan to leave. Alright, so why don't we actually go over to the fort? They said it was to the northeast. So now we got a couple new enemies here. Like soldiers and mages. But if you got Electric Hell, you can dispatch them with relative ease. And there's the fort. There's nothing else, mind you, so there's nothing to explore. Magus! What in the hells are you doing here? I told you to stay home! Exodus! You will never leave this field alive. I vow this. Your worthless existence bores me to no end. It is time you join the rest of your miserable rabble in death. Troops, prepare to crush the enemy. As for you, Magus, go back home. This is just like you to not listen to me. You never do. Let me take command of our troops, and I will show you that I am more than capable. Enough! My say is final. This is my command, not yours. No. No, I refuse to obey your pathetic orders. I can lead our troops to victory, and you know it. Magus, you dare to disobey me? Yes, Father, I dare. You never listened to me. If I was strong enough, I would simply take over your army and destroy the army myself! So shall it be done. What in the blazes? No. No, it cannot be. Azizus? What do you mean? Who? Magus Lee, I hereby grant unto thee the blessing of my power. So saith I, the one who grants his touch upon thine essence. Thanks for the lightning storm. Such awesome power. I can feel it coursing through my veins. I understand what I must do now. Magus! What has the Dark God done to you? What in the bloody hell is going on here? This is some sort of trick! A trick? No. No, it is destiny. My destiny shall finally come in fruition. No one can stop me now. Not you, Father. Not VERANA. Not anyone! Allow me to show you all the way to the hells. There's some intense magic going on. And boom! Damn, look at all this stuff. I mean, everybody's dead. It's like, even the king is dead. Well, except for Exodus. But look at everyone. There's just bodies everywhere. Bodies and fire. God knows what else. In fact, that's the only thing. Oh, there's a couple craters there. And there's a Shenandoran crystal, which you'll likely never need. Shenandorian crystal, I mean. Yeah, yeah, I'm pronouncing it right. I should be. So, let's deal with this. Magus! You killed them all! Even my soldiers! They were mine to destroy, just as you are. Magus! This is not you! Stop this madness at once! Who are you to tell me anything? I am no longer your son. I belong solely to him now. So pathetic you are, really. Then, there is no avoiding this, is there? Even though you have been chosen by Azizus, I will still strike you down. You think you can kill me? After seeing what I did to VERANA's army and your forces? I think not, dear father. You are not my father. You would dare to renounce me for Azizus? I renounced you long ago, Exodus. Oh, what's on now? Now it's time to fight your father. Which is quite easy. I mean, you're destined to win this. I mean, it's just more of like a story battle, nothing more. Just keep spamming Onslaught and you're gonna win for sure. I mean, you're much faster than him. You're gonna get more turns than him. Therefore, there's actually no way you can lose unless you made yourself a sandwich and keep this battle going. And I'm talking about a very high-maintenance sandwich. Oh, look, I won. Get used to an easy fight, because this likely will be the last one we'll ever have. And he only has one coin. Magus! No! Death would only be a release for you, and that is not what I want. I want you to suffer for all the years of pain you brought me. For your penance to me, I now exile you to the ruinous lands of Cinepharia. It is there that you will spend the rest of your days, toiling in your own misery, a forgotten man. Magus! Do not do this! Goodbye, dear father. No! Yes! Now it is time for me to amass my own forces and take what is rightfully mine. Magus Lee, imbued with the power of the dark god Hazizus, then went on to amass his forces and declared war on many nations. His forces were terrifying, and his tactics were considered unusually cunning. Kingdom after kingdom fell to his forces, until he entered the territory of the Rim Kingdoms. It was there that the man gained his notoriety as the Dark Lord of the Rim Kingdoms. They couldn't come up with anything more creative. After several protracted wars and suffering and defeat for each one, Magus had lost the blessing of the Dark God Hazizus, and lost his powers. Weakened, the Dark Lord fled east to the Rim Kingdoms. It was there upon the land called the Miri Territories that the Dark Lord and his followers constructed the foundation of what would soon become the country of Kisareth. After 5 years, Kisareth became an empire. Magus, having been coronated as Emperor of the Kisareth Empire, began making overtures to those nations that once feared and vilified him. Over the years that followed, he managed to form ties with them. Over a decade has now passed since the advent of the Magus Wars. There is a relative peace throughout much of the world of Korra now. Yet, time flows like a river, and history inevitably repeats itself. That seems to always happen. The Citadel of Kisareth. You requested my presence, High Empress?
Yes, Emperor, I did. It would seem that we have a problem over at the Kisareth Ilian Bridge.
What sort of problem are we talking about here?
From what I have gathered thus far, it would seem to be some sort of creature that is blocking the way to Ilian. I sent several soldiers earlier, and none of them have returned.
I see. Do you want me to go and eliminate this creature then?
It would seem an easy task for you, Magus. Though apparently this creature is far stronger than any Gennari our troops have yet to face.
Gennari, of course, is this world's name for monsters.
It would be wise to heed a word of caution in this case, Magus.
Your advice is duly noted. Do not send any more of our troops. I will take care of this.
Thank you, Magus. However, I would feel more comfortable if you did not face this creature alone. Perhaps you should take your wife with you on this endeavor? I know she has been restless as of late.
While I would agree that Ziria has been quite eager lately for combat, I think that this issue is a bit too trivial to justify taking her along with me.
Trivial? I think not, Magus. Not when this creature has already killed our own brethren. Whatever this thing is, it needs to be dealt with by a swift hand. I think you and your wife are the best choices for this task.
While I remain reluctant, I can find no fault to your logic. Very well. I will go to Tezeroth and request that she accompany me before heading to the bridge.
My gratitude is given, Emperor. I will leave this matter to your capable hands, as in the meantime, I must depart for Ativian to meet with Empress Eleanor. I shall return for a fortnight, or shall not return for a fortnight.
Do not fret over this matter any longer then. It will be taken care of shortly. Until you return then, High Empress, may the honorable darkness guide thee.
To you as well, Emperor, and give Ziria my love.
Ooh, yeah. Okay, anyways, that was a very long video to start this off, so I'm going to stop it here, and in the next episode, we'll make some plans before heading over to Tezeroth. See ya, everybody.